Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump delivered an address here at the Values Voters Summit in Washington. Trump vowed to protect Christianity as president. Let's find out what attendees of the summit thought of Trump's speech. Did he say enough to gain your support?
He already had my support. I had previously endorsed him, but what he said was fabulous. Were you able to catch it?
Yes.
I thought he knocked it out of the park. Getting rid of the Johnson Amendment, that's huge. Churches should be able to comment on things like what I do, the assisted suicide. They should be able to get up there and tell their people this is wrong and you need to go out and campaign against it. So our government has been stifling the churches, and that needs to change, and so very encouraged.
What did you think about his speech? Did he touch on the right things, or did you want to hear more?
This is only the second time I've seen him speak myself personally. I saw him once in Waterloo, Iowa. As far as Trump is concerned, he's somebody that I've kind of bounced back and forth on as far as supporting. So it was really good to see him again. He's, in my opinion, I think he's been acting a little more presidential than he has in the past.
In some ways, the speech was very different than Romney. Whatever Trump is, he's not a bloodless robot. He either he believes every word or he's just really good at the delivery. But, in that sense, he's different than Romney. He seems to be promising us some goodies, but, whether or not he means it, I think is part of the package. But he seems to me, at least for instance, when he speaks about the plight of African Americans in the inner city, when he talks about the urban poor, I believe that. I have to say, because why is he saying that to this audience? But he said it with such passion. He's not pandering to us, to this crowd when he says that. I've not seen a Republican speak with that level of passion about that issue since Jack Kemp. So I totally believe Donald Trump on that. I think all the charges about him being racist is utterly bogus. And, the other interesting thing, too, that I think is different than Mitt Romney 5 years ago, the economics that Trump was discussing with us, it's not a top-down love for job creators. The focus is on the people who actually need the jobs, as well as what I said about his passion for the plight of the urban poor, which frankly isn't something we hear from Republicans a lot. This is a very Republican crowd here, but we all know that's not really what we're identified with. And I think Mitt Romney in some ways epitomized that. And I have to say, Trump is very different in that regard, and I think that may be why he's bringing in new people. So I can't say that I don't still have concerns, but the man has my vote.
I'm an immigrant myself. I came here when I was 12 years old, legal immigrant. And I love America. It's the best country in the world. And I want to preserve America the way it is, the way it should be. And having Hillary Clinton as president would destroy everything. So I support him 100%, even though he wasn't my first choice.
What specifically do you not like? What's turned you off to this point with Hillary Clinton?
What's turned me off? First of all, she's basically a criminal. She should be in jail. She compromised our secrets, our security. Then she destroyed the evidence. That right there is a crime in anybody's book. You and I would be in jail for that. She's not in jail. And she's a total disaster. I mean, she has none of our values. I'm a Christian. I'm a committed Christian. I'm a Roman Catholic. I believe in religious liberty. She doesn't believe in it. She has all the secular beliefs that are totally counter to what my beliefs are and to a lot of other people.
What specifically did he say in the speech to an audience of religious conservatives that resonated with you?
Well, it basically is the freedom of religion and and our rights. It's all of our rights. School rights, immigration, the safety of our country. What kind of a country am I going to leave for my 7 grandchildren? And he seems to give me something that I can say, okay, you know what, I can leave now and they'll be safe.
As far as things that he talked about, he did not mention the abortion thing. For me, I'm more of the abortion thing is important, I think, especially to a lot of people here. But, I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't touch on it, to be honest with you, considering the crowd that he was speaking to.
Would you have liked to have heard him talk about that issue specifically? specifically?
I don't think it matters because he said it multiple times. Sometimes when you say it too many times, it starts to sound disingenuous. He said it repeatedly. I don't think he needed to say it again. No.
In Washington, I'm Nicholas Balassi.